right, so here is the finished product. Just put it together. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. One thing I will say out of the box, and this is something that I know some people have complained about or whatever, but the back tire, it's flat out of the box. I haven't added any air. I haven't done anything to the bike outside of what was already in the box. So this is just what it looks like assembled. However, that doesn't bother me because I plan to do this first anyway. Yes, I will be adding the flat out, which I will recommend to anybody as a first thing to do to your bike as soon as you install it. So that's something that I'll be doing right now. I have my handlebar jacks. I will be flipping the bike upside down and flattening them out, essentially taking out the air valve and adding the flat out. I'm probably gonna reinflate them up to about maybe 25 PSI. I do have a high pressure shock pump on its way. It's actually by the same brand, D&M. I also wanted to touch on a couple other things as I close up this video of things that I have. So the bike did come with a longer seat post. So if you are a taller rider, you do have this option because the well that the seat post goes into is very shallow due to the rear suspension that's recently added on this model. So you'll have the option to add a taller seat post. I do have another seat coming in, although this one doesn't feel too bad. Just a few accessories coming in. Again, the flat out is a big one. I did invest in this very high quality Kryptonite, it's a Kryptonite Evolution lock, and it's actually very heavy as well as heavy duty. What I plan to do with this is actually put it in a bag in front. Not sure how that's gonna look or how it'll work, but that's basically to offset some of the rear weight that this bike already comes with. It's very back heavy, and that could contribute to maybe an unwanted wobble, as you know, the majority of the weight will be a rider weight here on back with the battery motor. There's no front motor. So I feel like a heavy lock like this inside of a front handlebar bag would kind of offset a little bit, maybe not fully. I know a lot of people are changing the front part here, you know, Wired's offering you a free crankset and everything else. I mean, the part that goes there, I can't think of the name right now, but I don't think that's gonna really help much aside from maybe adding some front end weight to offset the rear weight. So this is one of the items I plan to store in like a front bag. They did include some touch-up paint, which is awesome. So you'll get the additional seat posts as well as some touch-up paint. I also plan on adding an alarm as just an additional safety measure, you know, because this is a very high quality bike, and I'm sure there are a lot of people, including the people with cruel intentions, that know a good product when they see it. They might not know everything about it, but they'll know this may be something they want to take from you. So an additional measure, high pitch anti-theft alarm system, heavy duty lock. You won't really be able to get through this with like a grinder. Anyway, this is what it looks like so far. I will be doing some future tests. I was debating if I want to record actually putting the flat on the tire. I might do a short segment on this before I actually close out the video, just to show the quick process. But this is where I'm at so far. And don't forget, as I've installed this one, I do have this one here next. So let me know again what you think in the comments this one is. Is it another cruiser? Is it a Freedom? And what color do you think this is? All right, I look forward to hearing what you folks think I went with. Did I try to replicate maybe Citizen Cycle with the green cruiser and a white Freedom? I don't know. We'll do that reveal coming up very soon. But for now, this is what I have. And so far, this is a beautiful bike, and it is a lot bigger in person. Cameras will not show you, you know, how massive this bike really is until you actually have it in front of you. All right, so I've actually done a short video on this already, but the first thing that you really want to make sure you have is, so we take off the valve stem cover. You want to have one of these little tools, because inside of here is the valve stem that you'll need to unscrew essentially creating a big or a small pipe that the flat out or any tire sealant that you decide to use is able to go through. So we'll do that now. Just unscrew that. It will only fit over on one side. So you just do the counterclockwise, and then eventually, well, it'll just pop right out, just like that. Let all the air come out. And that's what your valve stem essentially looks like. So now it's wide open. And what they suggest is moving this to about there. You can do the 10 o'clock or the 2 o'clock position, just so that when you put the sealant in, it can start making its way down. And that's what we'll do right now. So with the flat out, basically this is a 32-ounce bag. What you want to do is put half in each tire for the 26 by 4-inch fat tires. If it's a 20-inch, it may not need that much, but it's really up to you. You can't so much as like over put, and it kind of looks like cookies and cream in an interesting way. But now we're going to get this hose hooked up to the valve stem there. And I took off the cover just to show you what it looks like, that cookies and cream type of texture and look. Really easy install. You're literally just going to pull this disc out of the cover, remove the disc. There's a tool there right here at the end. Let me just show you. So once you take the disc out, it has that little valve stem removal tool there. If you don't already have like one of these, and then it's got a hose that you just pull out, connect to the valve stem, and then just squeeze it in. It's very easy, straightforward, no mess if that's something you're worried about, and that's it. And I misspoke, I said the 10 and 2 position, but I'm gonna use either the 3 o'clock or the 9 o'clock position, and then we're gonna actually flip this bag upside down like that, just to get it to work, and then we'll just start squeezing it in, and that'll be it.